Hey, Chris.
Hello there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm just setting this up. There you go. I can see you now. Pete will be along in a minute.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
There you go.
Hey, Pete, how are you?
Yeah, great. You all right?
I'm doing well, Pete. Thank you so much. So, guys, July 28th, you'll be releasing your much awaited album, Chapter 2. So,
Yeah.
would you like to tell me a bit about the songwriting and production behind this new album?
Well, the songwriting operation was just kind of between all of us. Like I'll come up with an idea, Peter come up with an idea, the guys will come up with an idea, and we all kind of throw it in a big pot and give it a stir, and that's the kind of process we use. And we all have a hand in creating the music, which is great. There's never any. Oh, and now my dog's come for a look. There's never any one single person that writes a song. It's down to all of us. We all have ideas, and we come up with the songs in that way, and it works for us, And yeah, the songs on the album, I think we're all quite proud of them. Quite proud of the album, to be honest.
You'll see on it, it says all songs by Marquis de Sade. So
yeah,
we just anyone comes up with an idea, we get in the studio and they evolve from that.
Fantastic. Does Chapter 2 has some kind of a concept or a theme behind it?
Not really. It's just that it's we kind of had our chapter 1 back in the day.
That was the high roller. The high roller, we sort of classed that as chapter 1.
As chapter 1, and then when we started to record this album, when it was finished, and we got the record label involved, we had to think of a name, and I think it was Gary, wasn't it? Or
it was Kim.
It was Kim. Oh, yeah. It was Pete's wife, Kim, who came up with the name Chapter 2. So
because Marquis de Sade, I mean, he was a writer, so it just seemed it all fitted together, and it is Chapter 2 really. After
40, for us
40 years, it is the second chapter. So when Kim said that, I thought that's the one. I put it to the lads, and they all agreed. So yes, that's how that name come about. We're excited about that though. The 28th will be be a big day for us after 40 years.
Well, we know we've had a lot of pre-orders, which is great. I mean, who'd have thought that we'd have a record deal after all this time? It was just something that came along, and to have we ended up with 3 labels trying to sign us. So we kind of had the choice of where we wanted to go. So we went with Golden Core.
But the reason for one of the reasons is the boss of Golden Core plays for Roxcalibur. Do you know that band, Roxcalibur? Well, they covered Somewhere Up in the Mountains. So our thoughts were, if they like the single, they like us, they'll work hard for us. So that was
that's the thinking behind it. We hope. But so far they've done an amazing job, haven't they? On the reproducing everything.
The quality of the cover, the pressing. The CDs arrived at Gary's house today, and he said they're as good as the album. So the quality of the printing is amazing.
It's been quite an exciting time for us.
Fantastic. And talking about the album, 9 mind-blowing songs, beautifully written, great musicianship, bringing back the good old classic heavy metal back to the scene. So what do you guys feel about the outcome of this new album?
I don't know. We never thought about that.
What was that? Sorry,
really. You're asking about the theme of the album?
No, how do you guys feel about the outcome of this album?
The outcome, the kind of we're just proud of it, you know.
Still a little bit hard to believe.
Yeah, we're still in the kind of really, you know.
Even though when last weekend when we rehearsed, Gary had some copies sent through, so I finally got a copy in my hands, and I still look at it and think, I can't believe this. 40 years, you know.
Yeah.
We've signed and it went, you know, looking at the artwork and everything, you think, yeah, still hard to believe. But yeah, going back, sorry, we digressed, didn't we, from the concept?
Yeah.
No, maybe we might one day, maybe chapter 3, we might think about a concept more on the Marquis de Sade theme. But this was like with the songs, because like I say, where we hadn't been together for so long, and now our brother Paul is on guitar, he had a head full of ideas, big catalogue of ideas. Gary had a great set of lyrics. Chris had a few sets of lyrics, and that's how they came about. It just, you know, we were so excited, just started writing, and that's what happened. So maybe chapter 3, we could think more on the character of Marquis de Sade. You never know. But the songs, some of the songs, like, because Gary's into his science fiction as well, some of the songs are about, you know, the Alien film, and in the old horror films.
Yeah, the
werewolves. Chris wrote lyrics about, you know, being stuck in a lift.
Yeah, I was stuck in a lift one day, and I have claustrophobia, and that's where the song "Now I Lay Me Down" came from. I just everything went dark, and I was just stuck in that lift, and I ended up on the floor, terrified. So that song, like the lyrics for that song, came about through being stuck in a lift due to claustrophobia. Yeah. So
now we've got a little bit more settled and we know what's going on. Maybe a thoughts of a concept. We'll talk at next rehearsal, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or our next Zoom meeting, and see if we can get a theme going. Might be interesting for the punters.
Yeah. I mean, I've been writing some stuff with Paul. Not so much a theme album, but or theme of the Marquis de Sade, but more a lot darker. I've just we've been working on a song about a set of twins that murder.
That true story?
It's a true story. Yeah. I read about them in 1950 something. The set of 9-year-old twins their first victim was their mother, and they just went out. I think they murdered 9 people in the end, just because they thought it was fun. So I put a song together about that, and there's loads of ideas out there still, aren't there, that we're using. So
I mean, we've still got a lot more songs in to work on. Yeah, we've got quite a few songs. A couple more from way back, again, 1979. Cloning.
Yeah. Cloning was a song from that period that was never recorded.
Yeah, we used to play it live all the time in 1980.
Yeah, but we never recorded it, so we're revamping it and probably record that
for chapter 3.
For chapter 3. Yeah, there's quite a few out there still that we can use, and a lot of new stuff still that we're going to be working on. But it's going to be fun to get out there and play get to a gig and play the whole album.
Yeah,
you know, it'll be fun.
Awesome, guys, awesome.
Yeah.
And on July 28th, on the day of the release, do you have some special plans for the day?
Oh, not really, have we? We never really thought about it.
I don't even know what day of the week that is. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I mean, we celebrated the signing of the deal.
That was 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, two weeks ago, we celebrated the signing of the deal and receiving like our personal copies of the album. We celebrated that. We just went out and had a little drink and patted each other on the back for a job well done.
Yeah, we had booked a weekend's rehearsals, and so on the Saturday night we just got together and raised the glass. But I don't know really. On the 28th, it's like I say, it's still hard to believe. So when that day comes, I'll be sitting there going, because after, like I say, I keep saying, after 40 years, you don't expect this to happen. So
no.
So
I mean, I just hope that the people like it and buy it,
it's a Friday. I've just worked it out. It's a Friday because we're rehearsing on the 29th.
Yes, we are.
So I'm sure we'll
celebrate on the 29th.
Yeah, we'll celebrate on the 29th.
When we get into the studio. So
halfway through rehearsal, we'll have to find a pub.
Well, we know where the pub is. We haven't got to find it. We'll get down the pub and have a couple. So we'll celebrate it, I guess. But it's still a bit surreal at the minute.
I think what we'll do, we'll wait till the 5th of August when we play in Kent at Leo's on the 5th of August. I think that's the first gig, to say we're out at the album launch. So I think that will be our celebration day, the 5th of August.
Yeah.
To say we're playing the album live at last.
Yeah.
So
fantastic. And any plans to take the band out of UK this year?
Well, we're in Holland.
Belgium, Holland on around about the 25th of August.
Yeah, in Holland,
and then to Belgium. But our manager Chris, he's pushing for all sorts of like European festivals. That's what he's looking for mainly. So we're late August, Holland and Belgium.
Yeah, and then probably Spain maybe in September if it comes off. There's been talk of a festival in Spain that we've been invited to play, but it's not been signed off on yet. And then we're up in Norwich, aren't we?
Yeah, sort of east of England. Yeah, we're up there. But with Chris Knight, the manager, he's just pushing for everything. So luckily we've got him on board, so we're letting him arrange the gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives us time to, because as we've all got older and we've all got our our lives, the lives we lead. It's not as if we're young rockers that can get out there every weekend. We need a rest. But, no, Chris Knight's working on the gig front. So the Holland and Belgium August, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, we'll see what happens from there. I mean, we've got we kind of have to work around our keyboard player because he's a teacher in I don't know, is it a private school he teaches in?
I'm not sure, but he teaches in a school, but he teaches and does
he does all sorts of things.
Rock schools. I think he's working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yes.
He probably gets 3 hours sleep a day. He's constantly
working,
doing recitals, private.
I think he's playing the organ on the Sunday after we've rehearsed.
He's got a big recital on the Sunday.
So, the organ. So
he's so a lot of it. We have tried because he's so good. We've got to keep him happy.
He's a stunning player. We're so lucky to have him.
Have you got the album?
I got a digital version of the album, yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got the digital version.
Yeah.
Good. That's all right. Yeah.
And what's your opinion?
Oh, I totally love this album. I'm a big fan of new wave of British heavy metal, so I totally dig this up. Thank you guys so much for this
Thank
amazing
you.
work and coming back, giving more music to us.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, I mean, it's a. I mean, we're classed as forerunners of the new wave of British heavy metal, but we never really. Back in the day, we never thought about that at all. It wasn't something that we thought, oh, we're the forerunners of this, that, and the other. We didn't even think that way.
There was a review recent, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And they sort of had a little, they weren't overly happy about the fact, being classed as new wave of British heavy metal. But you want to say to these people, that weren't our fault, because we was around at the same time, because there's that little bit more, not just straightforward metal. There's a bit of prog in there. There's our long 7-8 minute songs.
Yeah.
Lots going on, but yeah, we got labelled as new wave of British heavy metal by the media and the press who wrote about it, but we didn't say that.
We didn't think about it at all.
Bands like Saxon, Maiden, Angel, which were more the metal side of things, they were new wave of British heavy metal, but we were just what we were. I thought we were different.
Yeah,
having keyboards for a start, and having the long 7-8 minute epics of keyboards took us away from that. But it's only what other people. So when you said it now, you find it quite interesting. It's when they said it, we thought, oh, fair enough. But then a couple of reviewers have complained about it.
Yeah, they said we're not new wave of British heavy metal enough.
And we
but we never were.
Yeah, we never aimed to be, or never were.
So, it wasn't something we mentally thought about to do. It wasn't something we didn't even think about it.
Didn't think. When we joined Gary and Kevin Pope, and Ramo, there was a lot of songs written anyway.
Yeah,
and then because I'm right into me metal. I like old school heavy metal. So when I wrote the music to like London Air, Black Angel, I was probably trying to be a bit more metal. Yeah. But Gary and Kevin's songs were more progressive. So and we thought that that was just. It's funny, isn't it, when people say about writing, you just write what you feel, and if you like it, then you do it.
Yeah. But I think the combination of our skills now as a band, everyone brings something new and refreshing to the table. It's not just like two guitars, bass, drums, and a singer. The keyboards, I think, open up such a big area of music.
In Germany, a couple of months back, at the Keep It True festival, I think we were the only band that had keyboards. Well, they're the only band I saw, and we went to try and see a lot of them on the Saturday, on the day we played.
Yeah.
I don't think I didn't see any keyboards.
Not a single set of keys.
So,
no.
And as soon as you get keyboards out, people go, "Oh, Deep Purple band," but
you're
not. It was just we're what we are. So
we are. Yeah, we are Marquis de Sade. That's it. Yeah. That's who we are. Yeah. We made the name, not the other way round. I mean, the band became Marquis de Sade, and the name has stuck, and it's just been right for us. But because I think with the name came all these ideas for artwork as well, which our drummer Gary produces, and he's such a clever boy. If you get a chance to I don't know if you've seen any of the artwork.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all Gary. He's just it's clever, and it kind of makes for the whole package. I think, like you get that package with the artwork, and you open it, the album, you pull the vinyl out, and it's got the Marquis de Sade logo on the vinyl, and it's all there. It's just a really nice piece of work. Very proud of it.
Well, and any plans to come up with an official music video from this album?
Not really. I mean,
we hadn't thought about it.
No.
But then these things happen on the spur of the moment. Well,
yeah,
maybe at rehearsals, or when we have a Zoom meeting, because we're all over different parts of the country. We're all sort of within 2 to 3 hours away from each other. We have Zoom chats, and I mean, if one of us
come up with things.
If one of us said, "What about a little promo video?" I think that Chris Knight, our manager, might have mentioned it. So
yeah,
I think I've got a feeling it will happen. Yeah,
yeah, it could happen at some point. Yeah, I mean, it's not something we've gone out of our way. We have thought about doing some extra. Something new with somewhere up in the mountains. I'm not going to go into it in case we do it. But if we do it, it will be a stunner. The ideas there, we talked about it, and we're going to we'll keep it under wraps until we decide.
It could happen. It could start around August or when.
It could start.
Yeah, when our keyboard player's got a bit more time on the school holidays.
Yeah. So it could start around then. It will be, I reckon, what, a 40-minute video.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, around a 40-minute video, and it will be something completely different to us. So.
But still us.
But still us, of course. So keep a lookout for that one.
Yeah.
But that's all I'm going to say on that one. I'm not going in. I'm not going to give anything else away. So, what else do you need to know?
And it's been almost 40 years since the band has started. And how does it feel to be back again making new music?
Well, for me personally, it's amazing. It's been a lifesaver for me. I just enjoy it so much, and to be on stage with my brothers as well, because we're not only brothers, we're best mates, and to be able to perform on stage with the guys, and Gary, who's been it was quite odd because we got to get together to rehearse before COVID hit, because we'd been approached by a load of promoters to do some gigs, because I've been living in Spain for 19 years. So I said to the boys, well, let's book it. Let's go, and I'll come over and we'll do a weekend. And it was like we'd all been together for months,
because we still had all the songs recorded one way or another, and so we done our own work. We sat at home and learnt the songs. Got into the studio, and they said, what's first song should we play? And I said, well, it's easy. It's got to be Somewhere Up in the Mountains.
Yeah.
So as soon as we started playing it, I think we was all laughing because it sounded
great.
So good.
It was like great.
Yeah. Our brother, the new guitar player, he learned it so well. The keyboard player he had all the sounds and programmed everything in. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And then all the other songs, we just went through them with no trouble. We were just laughing at how tight it all was.
Yeah.
Just from learning at home. So it does. Like I said, with the album, with everything, it's still hard to believe, and it's. I think one of the things is you get to at our age, and you're still up there doing it, and you still get up there and enjoy it, and you see all these youngsters. There's young people come to watch us and still singing Somewhere Up in the Mountains. So it's a fantastic buzz. Rehearsals are great because we book long rehearsals, and The thing is that the rest of the band, lunchtime, let's go to the pub, have a pint and a ten. I just want to keep playing. I don't want to stop. I'll do, full on 8 hours without stopping. That will do me. But it's just it's great fun. It's good feeling. It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
And we all get on so well. We're good mates.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
To be on stage, especially. I mean, we did the couple of gigs, and then to go to the Abyss in Sweden.
This one.
Yeah, the Abyss Festival in Sweden. And
amazing.
But to get there and play a gig like that and go down so well.
Yeah.
We
were treated like rock royalty.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. I mean, we were like. It was crazy.
It's as well in Germany, to keep it true, they said we've got to sign. They've got a table set up. We've got to go and do some autographs. And I thought, well, this won't take very long. But when we got to the table, it was a big long queue, a queue of people with all the albums and bootleg stuff,
pictures and all sorts of stuff,
pictures that we've never seen before. Big queue. So that's the sort of thing, like as you say, after 40 years, that's what surprises me most.
Yeah.
The amount of people that have kept it alive.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is the fans that have kept the band alive, because we would never have thought about it, to be honest. And High Roller as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for that their release of the demos, we wouldn't have thought about it at all.
So it is just it's just weird feeling. It's amazing feeling, but strange, because to do the gigs we've done and getting the reaction we're getting, it's amazing feeling. Yeah, can't wait to get out and do it again.
No,
that's my big thing. I love playing live.
Me too.
On the stage, and so the recording's okay, but luckily being a bass player, I can get my parts done quick, and that's it. But I love playing live. Always have. Yeah.
Yeah, I like performing live. It's
you can tell when he's on the stage. Yeah.
It's a kick. It's great fun.
Over. Yeah.
But unlike you, I like recording as well. I can sit in the studio for hours. Even if I'm not recording anything, I can still sit and watch everyone else do their stuff. I love it. It's just great. The whole music thing for me is just, and everything that's involved in it is great. I'll sit and do it. It's great. So yeah, but yeah, it's a. I hope this year. I hope people like the album. It's a scary thing when you bring something out like this, because you do put your heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're going to get some bad reviews as well, I'm sure. I mean, we've had one so far, an American guy.
He still gave us 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
American guy. He's the one that said about, we're not new wave of British heavy metal. We're just old men doing it again. But basically, he's just telling the truth.
He's correct.
He's correct. But there's no need to sort of bring that. Well, we know. Yeah. There's no need to have a go at us about it. We are old men doing it again.
Yeah, for sure.
And we're enjoying it. And
and the fans are. So we'll keep doing it for them.
So his negative side made us laugh, because
it was quite funny.
Because he was exactly right. Yeah, we're all doing it.
Yeah, and
we're not new wave of British heavy metal. We know that.
Yeah, we always have known that.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. All right.
What's my dog doing? Look at it. Look.
The dog's asleep.
Look at it.
That's okay. And finally, do you have any message for the fans around the world?
Oh, guys, just for the fans, they've been fantastic. I mean,
well, we did say I think we did one once before. Something we had. I remember saying that it was just a massive thanks for keeping it. Keeping us alive.
Yeah, for keeping the band alive.
Through the interest and through the status that somewhere up in the mountain has gained, and
Yeah,
you know, the collector's item it's become, that keeping us, the name alive, the band alive. So it's just a huge thanks to keep, you know, after 40 years, people, you know, like I say, there's been people our age, youngsters, they sound, you know, they love the single, and they never thought, they'd never dreamt they'd ever see us live.
No, I mean, we had found like a couple of people at Kit, grown men in tears because they loved the single and now they've seen us live, and they were actually in tears.
One said the single got him through his life when he was having a hard time.
Yeah,
it got him through life, and he said, you know, he survived through listening to the single.
Yeah, he said he used it as a guide.
Yeah, and now seeing us live, he was one of them that was in tears.
Yeah, he was actually in tears.
But so, I mean, my message to the fans is just a huge thanks for keeping us alive and giving us the opportunity to do it again. But we feel like we've got a head start. It's not as if we're, you know, like when we started, you're playing to nobody in pubs.
Yeah.
And then you just build up your following. You know, so thanking them for giving us the head start that we can play a gig to an audience.
Yeah. I think I'll second that, and I'm sure the boys will as well. I mean, Paul, our brother Paul, I mean, he was what, 12?
Well, yeah, 13, 14
when the band first started, and he used to come along to the gigs and that, and I can remember when we decided to get back together again, and because as you know, we lost Kevin, and so Gary actually said, "What about your brother Paul?" So I said, "Well, I can ask him." So I rang him up. I said, "Oh, listen, brother, we're going to get the band back together." And before I could say, "Would you come and play guitar for us?" he went, I'll be there tomorrow." I didn't even have to ask him. He was there. And I think he dropped everything else, didn't he? He dropped. He was playing in a covers band. He dropped that, and he just devotes most of his time now to Marquis de Sade. He does a lot of the production and
well,
mixing.
He produced the album, really. He'd send out drafts. We give our views, and then he changed this and that. So Paul produced it.
Yeah,
and hopefully, fingers crossed. You know, when the fans get it, they'll like it.
Hope so.
But let's just say, that's my message: is thanks for keeping it alive. And I think we've jumped to, way up the ladder through playing gigs to audiences. After a 40-year gap. All because of them keeping the name alive with Summer Up in the Mountains.
Yeah, I mean, same goes for me, and I'm sure it'll be the same for the guys.
When we've talked about it before, that's what we've all said when we're at pub or at rehearsals. Just all because of that single. And we're still doing it. Because of that. Thanks
to all the fans, and thanks for keeping it alive, and
it's a big genuine thanks for that.
I mean, that all comes from the heart.
When you see the reaction we got in Sweden and Germany, and when we played in London, the Cart and Horses in December, people had flown in from Belgium. People had flown in from Belgium to the gig, and then they were going back as soon as we finished. They were going to get back
to go and work.
He said, "We worked it well. We get our flight to get home. I can get to work tomorrow." And it's just things like that. You
think, blimey.
If we'd done the gig and it was only them two people in there, that'd have been worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
That'd have been worth it. All that driving through the snow and train strikes. Just to see them two. But it was a good crowd.
It was a good crowd. It was good.
So we that's, if you can make sure that thanks comes across.
That's a big thing for us. We need to thank the fans, and Without them, we wouldn't be doing it, and I'm forever grateful.
Yeah. Well, it'd be a lot harder work if, so without them now to come back.
Oh,
it'd be a massive, really hard work.
It'd be hard work.
If but they're already there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. And Chris and Pete, I want to thank you both so much for giving me today this wonderful opportunity to have you on this interview. And thank you so much for this huge comeback and for giving us this amazing chapter 2.
Well, thanks. It's our pleasure. It's our pleasure.
You say that to fans. It's people like you. That's what.
That's why we do it, for people like you.
And to see your enthusiasm and your smile, and you think, this is why we're doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
This is why we're doing it. But no, thanks for taking the time and getting in touch with us. And
thank you.
Thanks for being here.
And have a great.
Thank you, mate.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.